tuning into the source. Your source for celebrity news. Hey yo, thanks for tuning into the source. Your source for celebrity news. Do me a favor and hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, why don't you go ahead and do that too, as I drop this celebrity news. Alright, so check this out. The other day, Tamar Braxton was spotted outside at an NBA YoungBoy concert. And this marks one of the first times that we've seen Tamar outside ever since she dropped that post saying that she celebrated Funky Dineva's birthday with him, and then the next day she woke up with amnesia with her teeth knocked out. I must say that for somebody who was online talking about they were near death about a month ago, Tamar looks pretty good, and she seems to have rebounded really well, and the teeth look good. So, shout out to Tamar, and I'm glad to see that she's at the concert with a chaperone, aka her young son, so we can be sure that she makes it home and she remembers what happened at the concert. And since we done brought up the kids, Ray J and Chrisean Rock are getting put on blast. I mean, they're catching backlash after they did a fake Maury Povich skit in which Chrisean Rock brought her own kid to the set, plopped him down on a chair like he was a rag doll, and then proceeded to act a fool and get rah-rah.
What the f***? Hold on, wait, sit down. And why the f*** we got him in the same outfit? Now that's poison. No, I'm not good. I'm not good. Are you the bitch that was on the phone? Are you the bitch from the phone? No. Yes, sir. Are you from the phone? 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 Are you the that's on that? I thought you said this was not trash. Hey, hold on. No, what with the baby? Put the baby down. Oh, Dr. B. Put the baby down. Put the baby down. You sure? Sit down.
Here's the thing. At this point, I don't really care what Chrisean Rock or Ray J do, because we all know they're gonna act a fool. But you gotta leave the kids out of it. You cannot bring the baby to the set for a number of reasons. One, it's not safe. Two, you don't want your baby to be in that environment. And then three, your baby doesn't understand what's going on, because your baby doesn't have the cognitive ability to differentiate the real from the fake. So now you done put your kid in a situation where they grow up and they're traumatized because they think that they were really on Maury. It's the same reason why I hate to see young kids in horror films. And I know some of y'all are like, he ain't gonna remember nothing until he's like 2 years old. That is not true. Kids remember more than you think. Now, after people saw Chrisean Rock and Ray J's skit, one person said, please, someone call CPS, because this isn't funny. We all just want the baby to have a better life. Wish I could get him from her. He needs love and special attention. And then somebody else was like, poor baby, don't even get to relax. No home, no room, no bed, no rest or relaxation. This is so sad. What kind of life is this for a baby? And furthermore, he has specific needs. God is not pleased. Shaking my head. And then, last but not least, somebody else came through and said, wow, she really just propped him up there like that. Shaking my head. I'll be quiet though. But somebody who refuses to be quiet on the set is Ray J, because the other day he came out and said that somebody who's working in his house on the set is making the house mad dirty.
Like, you gotta clean up every day, you know? You gotta clean up. I mean, you got friends, or you got entourages, or you got the team members coming over and fucking shit up and really not cleaning up. So now that I cleaned up this whole house myself, and I love paying housekeepers and making sure, you know what I'm saying, they eat, but when I clean it up by myself and somebody messes it up, it's a bigger problem, because I know I just cleaned the table. So I got, this house is a zen house for me. I got another house down the street, it's a stream house, it's a house for business, and everybody just gotta stay there, and we gotta do a big meeting about niggas cleaning up, bro. This is not okay. It's clean now. I got this whole shit spotless. All this was crazy. The inside, I'll show y'all in a minute. And I'm not proud of it. Like, this is a necessity. I'm hot, I'm tired, I got more gray hairs, like...
Alright, so after Ray J dropped that post saying that somebody that he's working with in the streaming house has no home training and they're funkifying the crib, a lot of people assumed that he was talking about Chrisean Rock. So, Ray J came back out to say, it's not Chrisean, y'all got it wrong.
I'm at my house, but down the street, I got the streaming house. So that's all the shit I've been doing with Chrisean. And all that shit is down at the streaming house. That's why, let me clear this up while I'm alive. Like, I was not talking about Chrisean dirtying up the house. Cause she don't even, she pull up and she stream and then she roll back to her shit. And when I said that this house was dirty. That's why don't nobody come here no more. Everybody go to the stream house and we work hard over there. I don't even have nobody. This is like super this is like a hotel room.
Let me tell you something, I don't even watch any of Ray J's new shows, so I don't even know who's in the house to be funkifying the house. But if you know, let me know down below in the comments. Okay, so as you know, last week Kim Kardashian and her mother Kris Jenner were in the news because they dropped a lawsuit on Ray J for defamation. But this week, she's in the news for something different. This week, Kim Kardashian is back in the news because a whole lot of people are calling her out for how she allows her 12-year-old daughter to dress. A lot of people are like, come on Kim, why are you allowing your 12-year-old daughter Northwest to dress like she's 30?
Okay, now y'all see the difference? This is so much more appropriate for a 12-year-old. This is giving so much more 12-year-old. It's giving, I'm rich and I have money and I can do what I want, yet I'm still going to be mindful of the fact that I'm only 12. This right here was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. There is no reason why she was unrecognizable to almost half the internet, to the point we thought that this was one of Kim's friends at first glance, because obviously when you look, you know that that's Nori. For everybody that was in the comments like, she's not 12, she's been 12 for the past 3 years. Y'all are just saying it. No. June 15th, 2013. Northwest is 12 years old. Mind y'all can't even get mad at North because again, she has 2 parents, and even if only one is the one allowing it, she's allowing it no matter what. So of course, who do you think she's going to listen to? The internet or her parent?
Alright, so in a recent interview, Kim Kardashian addressed how she allows her daughter to dress. And when she was talking about what Northwest wears, she said, you know, it makes her so happy. I would never take her creativity away from her. I just think anyone that's raising kids, especially 4 kids by myself, I'm doing the best that I can. No, I think that you can do better, because there's no reason why your 12-year-old daughter should be rolling around outside with a corset on with both of her cheeks hanging out of skirt. That's unacceptable, and it has nothing to do with taking away her creativity, because at 12 years old, her creativity should consist of her with a little notebook drawing pictures of dresses with crayons, because as parents, it's your responsibility to set the limits, and you can't just let your kids do whatever they want to do. Can you imagine if everybody just let their kid do whatever they want to do because they wanted their kid to be able to express their creativity? These kids would be going to kindergarten with like Hello Kitty thongs on with cowboy boots. And that's why, as the adult in the room, it's your responsibility to say no, especially when a daddy has a stepmommy over there walking down red carpets in a birthday suit. You have to guide your child. Anyhow, let me know down below, do you think it's appropriate for Kim Kardashian to allow her 12-year-old daughter to rock whatever she wants, even if the outfit is appropriate for a 20 or 30-year-old, for the sake of not taking away her creativity? And also, let me know what you think about Kim Kardashian saying, listen, I'm over here doing the best that I can. I'm raising these 4 kids on my own. You know what I think? I think Kim Kardashian may need to make an appointment with Scam Newton and Cam Newton so that they could all sit down and brainstorm some more age-appropriate outfits for Northwest to wear without stifling her creativity.
Look at you. Look at it. Now look at them. Exactly. You can't see them nowhere.
Can't see them. Ray Charles.
Guess what though?
What?
They see you.
They sure do.
Look at your hair. Look at the locks. Look at the steam.
The drill.
And when they get so close, tell a nigga
Please.
hit the dab on her.
Ah.
Hit the Superman on her.
Ah.
And if they ever get close, the hat ain't gonna budge. But if they do, we gonna hit the Heisman on them.
Watch by.
Hey, look. You look magnificent.
Thank you, twin.
You look marvelous.
I do.
And I'm trying to tell you, is it a sex symbol?
Gotta be.
A cultural icon? Oh! Well, you look sharp.
And I do.
Well, you look sharp.
We
One finger, one pinky, one thumb, one nose. Twin, where have you been?
Alright, so after people saw Cam Newton and Scam Newton over there looking like two oversized black jockeys, one person said, the duo we didn't know we needed. And then somebody else was like, not the twin where you been. And then somebody else was like, Cam and Scam Newton, go on somewhere. Oh my goodness, listen, one Cam Newton is too much. Two Cam Newtons is too many. And that brings us to Remy Ma, because the other day Gloria Velez, Aaron Hall's baby mama, was on Vlad TV, and she said something that she said a few times before, and that is that not only did she put hands on Remy Ma, but she beat her down twice.
I'm gonna cut the story short. Like 2004, I was going through a lot of shit, drug shit. My dad passed. That year was really fucked up for me. And Murder Mommies were a girl movement. We power, we hold each other down. And they was a lot of cattiness, girl talk shit. And I was like, I'm not moving that. Fuck that. I don't need y'all. Y'all needed me. And they got the hardest chick in the game at the time. The Murder Mommies was Remy. So they started calling, blowing my phone, talking shit. So I started talking shit back. We went on radio talking, we fought. I was hosting Jadakiss album release party, and I banged out. I f***ed up. She underestimated the chick. Pretty girls can fuck up a bitch too. Not ugly bitches can fight. So I shot her shit and chain, fucked her up, and at the same time, after we fought, I fought Sunny from where she was on Hot 97.
So it's strawberries.
She had a wet whip. Girl, I ripped over the whole shit. I was banging her face out crazy. When I go crazy, I get it in.
So, after Gloria Velez publicly stated that she TKO'd Remy not once but twice, Remy Ma jumped online to respond, and Remy said, people will really make up a whole lot with you in it, and tell a story with a straight face, laughing out loud. I'm looking for great storytellers that can use some money. Submissions are open at Remy Network. Let me tell you something, if I find out that it's true, that Gloria Velez dropped Remy Ma twice, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because part of Remy Ma's mystique is that she's that itch that you don't want to cuff with. So, if it turns out to be true that Gloria Velez dropped Remy Ma twice, it just kills it for me. It kills the whole mystique of Remy Ma. Listen, let me know down below, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Remy got dropped twice by a video vixen? And that brings us to Nicki Minaj, because the other day, Nicki Minaj jumped online to let all her barbs and everybody else know that somebody on the inside, in her inner circle, has been robbing her, and they have used her Amex without her permission. Nicki wrote, 3 different people in a span of 2 months charging my Amex without permission. Some couldn't even explain how they had the brand new card number. A couple of them have been doing it for years. Filed the first report a couple of weeks ago. They're all going to jail. A 4th person has been stealing from the barbs. Oh, itch. Sitting here smelling like Pink Friday 2 fragrance. Nothing like a hot shower to put everything into perspective. One of the credit card thieves has also been tracking my moves with a tracking device that led right to his own cell phone number. You can't make this ish up. Laughing my F&A off. Won't God do it? Yes, he will. And then, a little while later, Nicki Minaj jumped back online and wrote, let's see if they'll all go to jail for their ringleaders. Let's see if they'll save themselves or be a part of the RICO. Hope the group chats were worth it. I gotta show you what their responses were. Everyone who got caught said the dumbest ish. Caught red-handed being thieves, and worse. I wonder if their other clients know that they're thieves. Well, after Nicki Minaj came out and announced that somebody in her inner circle gained access to her card numbers, and they've been over there running up the numbers on her Amex at her expense, a lot of people were like, wait a minute, last week when you were arguing back and forth with Cardi B, didn't she specifically say that somebody was using your Amex? So how in the world did Cardi B know that somebody had stolen and was using Nicki Minaj's Amex? Because that's a strange thing to say. She didn't say Visa, she didn't say MasterCard, she specifically said your Amex.
Now, mind you, 2 weeks ago, Cardi said somebody was charging up your Amex card. Turns out she was right. Now, let me take y'all back about 2 weeks ago when the girls was tussling and Cardi B had made mention to Nicki Minaj's Amex card. Now, about 2 weeks ago, Cardi B said in her exchange with Nicki Minaj on the internet, quiet as kept, The truth is you've been diagnosed, allegedly, with schizophrenia, allegedly, and bipolar disorder, allegedly, for almost 9 years, and you're heavy on that and the other list of pharmaceuticals. She goes on to say that you don't listen to nobody around you, and the only person that has power is Kenneth Petty, but you know what happens with that Amex when you're sedated. Now, in the second tweet where she makes mention about Nicki Minaj's Amex card, which is still on her page, she says, your husband is not stopping you from your actions because he lets you do all day to numb you so he can max out your credit cards. Yeah, you think I don't know? Question mark. Then she goes on to say, them Queen ninjas from Queens, New York, if you don't know, that you be letting in your house every time you kick them out, be coming and spilling your tea in the hood.
Y'all remember that motherfucking argument between Nicki and Cardi about 2 weeks ago? And she was talking about that motherfucking Amex, saying that Nicki husband and his friends was filling up her Amex, right? Nicki done doubled down and came back with something. Okay, let's get to it. My thing is, how did Cardi know anything about the motherfucking Amex? Out of all the credit cards in the world, it's the Amex. Anyways, let's double down on these motherfucking payments. $7,000 came on the account on October 10th. $8,030.59 came out on August 22nd. $5,552.63. Oh yeah, and there was some more transactions as well. I brought out the handy dandy notebook. So 3 different people in 2 months charged her Amex without her permission. They couldn't explain how they had her card number. Mind you, this was a brand new card number. They've been doing this for years, and they're going to fuck to jail. One of the thieves has also been tracking her with a little tracking device that leads directly to their phone number. What a fucking idiot. An idiot you are. But, you know, you thought she was sedated. You thought she was never going to find out she was using her Amex, and you were going to go feed Cardi B information the whole time. It wasn't T, it was Fizz. Oh, my thing with Cardi is, you got everybody to sleep with your own. You literally sleeping with a man that's besties with your husband's baby mom. And then you're pregnant with this nigga baby. Please don't tell me this is your get back, because mentally, how does the fuck does that make sense?
See, this is what I don't understand. Nicki came out and said that certain members of her team were caught stealing from her, and they've been doing it for years. And she specifically referenced that the person who was tracking her whereabouts was a he. So how in the world did some of the barbs jump from Nicki Minaj getting robbed to this must be a setup by Cardi? I mean, come on. Cardi B didn't have anything to do with this, but it was probably an open secret in the industry that every rapper, including Cardi, knew about. So when she was going back and forth with Nicki, she used it as a jab. And that's why it's important to use context clues, because if some of these barbs were paying attention, they would notice that she also said, I wonder if the rest of your clients know that you're a thief, which means that it's somebody who works in the industry, which is why, at the end of the day, Nicki has now pressed charges on one of her stylists.
Nicki Minaj is coming for blood. She recently filed a lawsuit against her former stylist DeAndre Tristan. According to Tasha K, Nicki Minaj filed a police report against him last week for stealing money. Other names are expected to drop soon, and she'll keep us updated. She says this was an exclusive. This definitely matches the tune of Nicki Minaj's recent Instagram stories, where she said 3 different people in the span of 2 months have been charging her Amexes without her knowledge. One person couldn't explain how they got a brand new card number of hers. He even seemingly confirmed what Tasha K just said, saying a couple of them have been doing it for years, filed the first report a couple of weeks ago. They're all going to jail. Tasha K is spilling the tea that one of the names on the list is her former stylist DeAndre. He is actually behind a couple of dope looks from Nicki. Apparently he had his hands in a cookie jar and he got cut off. Now he has to go. Nicki is about to press charges against this guy and she wants her coins back. I don't know which transactions were DeAndre's, but she went on to post a bunch of transactions on her Amex. These are 2 different charges for $4,333. The one for 8K, 7K, and 5K.
Now, despite the fact that Nicki Minaj has already said that she sniffed out all of the rats that were over there trying to steal her cheese, a lot of people are like, we don't believe you. We actually believe Cardi, and we believe that your husband, Kenny Petty, is over there stealing your money.
Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, is allegedly the one who is stealing her money and using her Amex cards. The rapper took to social media to claim that multiple people were using her Amex card without her permission, and that one of these people was even tracking her. But according to the blind items, the call is coming from inside the house, and Kenneth Petty is allegedly the one stealing from her, which is how the thief managed to get all of her new credit card numbers. And the blind item reads, "Dear former foreign-born A-plus list rapper, you might want to look a little closer to home for the person stealing your money and belongings. The culprit is right in front of your substance-riddled eyes. The same man who served time for murder and R-word. Yes, the one you married. All that time at home? Turns out he's gambling heavily and owes the wrong people a lot of money. You're welcome."
I don't know. Personally, I don't think that Kenny Petty is over there stealing an Amex. Because why steal an Amex when Nicki's just gonna give it to him? I have a feeling that if he walks up to her and he's like, "Babe, I need 10K," she's gonna hand it right to him, so there's no reason for him to steal the money. But I don't know. Listen, let me know what you guys think about everything that we discussed in today's video, including somebody stealing Nicki Minaj's Amex. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Peace.